Hello and good afternoon, evening, night. I don't know what time it is for you. I'm having brain fog from a migraine. Anyways, happy Easter, everybody. So glad you could join me on the celebration of Jesus's birth. I mean, death. Whatever. Yeah.
His birth is Christmas.
His birth is Christmas. Easter is death. Sorry. Again, brain.
No, Good Friday's death. Easter's
Whatever. Easter's the day he was risen. Happy Easter. I'm not all there. Today, I'm going to see who's all here, and then we're going to start on a late Eastery project because I had this fabric and I should have done it weeks ago, but then I was like, you know what? I'll just do it today. Okay. Eyeballs to read. And no, I don't have all the lights on because my eyeballs are killing me. We got Vicky, Cherie, James, Kelly, Shirley, Karen, another Kelly, Polly, Tracy, Teresa, Dawn, Joanna, Ruby, Caroline. Joyce gave $1.99. Thank you, Joyce. That's awesome. Jim's here, Lorena, and so many more. Welcome, everybody. So glad you can spend the day with me. So I have this panel. It is a alphabet panel with bunnies on it. Bunnies are Easter. It's vintage too. I've had it for a long time. I used to buy vintage fabric from estate sales and stuff. So here's this. It's probably not that vintage. It's probably like late 70s, early 80s. Because my mom used to make bunnies like this in the 80s. So but that's the panel. It has the alphabet on it. I probably I don't even know the word. I'll probably be able to make something significant out of it, at least a baby size quilt. And then I have this check right here, and it really matches but doesn't match because this is off-white and this is white. But I do have the actual matching fabric for this, which is bunnies. What is it even called? All Mylene for high fashion fabrics, bunny 2. That's what it says on it. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to put together. I'm going to cut all these alphabeties out and then sash them with this and then border it with this, and whatever's left from this and this is going to go on the back. So that's what we're going to do today.
Bunnies.
Yep. So I'm literally going to sit here and cut out each of these.
We feed bunnies in our backyard.
Yeah, we feed the bunnies in our backyard, so we like bunnies. So I grabbed myself a 6.5-inch ruler. It's a Quilter Select, so it doesn't slip, and I'm literally going to carefully cut these out to like 1.5 of. Maybe I should slice this first. That's what we're going to do. We're going to slice it first, and I'm just going to make the best of it right here. 1.5 full, and I'm going to guess this. I'm literally going to adjust the ruler so that it seems straight. And I forgot to change the blade. Bad me. I'm just all over the place today. All right, so this I could use towards the border or first border or whatever. Now I'm going to cut this one, next row, about half. I think this will be an equal on both sides, no matter what I do. And then I'll just make the sashing as I go. It should work out, though. They should all be about the same. They just won't be very straight. Because it was, like a panel pretty much. All right, so there's some letters. Let's cut out some more. It shouldn't take me too long to do this, hopefully. Although I'm brain farting, so maybe it will keep messing everything up.
It's okay. Just go at your own pace.
I can't go at my own pace. My own pace is fast. I'm at half my pace today.
Okay. Do your thing.
Do I have to put the alphabet in order?
No.
I mean, it was already in order. I want to make it like a game. Put it out of order. You know? And that will be very fun. So there's 26 letters for the alphabet part, because the alphabet's got 26. Plus there's 2 blank bunnies and, yeah, 2 blank bunnies.
There's quotes.
1 blank bunny. And quotes, I don't know what the quotes are for. Maybe somebody bought a ton of these panels to make words out of them.
Yeah, if you're going to say like, hello, how are you?
Yeah. Or spell Hoppy Easter, or something. But then you would have a bunch of other letters that you don't know what to spell with. You kind of like
happy with 1 P, yeah.
Yeah.
And Easter or happy with the A. There's only 1 A, yeah. You wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do any of that with these. You'd have to buy more than 1 panel at the time. And this goes for any panel that has the alphabet on it. If you guys have probably seen them at quilt stores, because they still do this. It's not something that's new or whatever. It's an old thing where the alphabet was put onto panels. And then you just make quilts out of it. And have fun with it, because that's the whole point. One lucky child will love this.
Yeah, tell them it's a giveaway.
Yep, so I'm going to make this and then I'm going to give it away. That's how it's going to work in today's thing, today's whatever.
Well, it probably won't be given away.
Yeah, it won't be given away until it's quilted, obviously.
But it is a giveaway.
It's going to be a giveaway. All right, so I'm going to cut each of these out now. Like I said, they're probably going to be a little on the wonky side, but yeah, I could just like stretch each individual one. They're coming out 5 3/4 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 1/2. 5 1/2 by 5 3/4. That is the size of these letters. 2, 3, 4, and then this one isn't full, but we're going to make it work. We're going to make it all work, because that's what we do. Fix this edge. Not bad. I'm able to guess where the seam is going to be, where the half of each of these are. That way I have a little bit of this pink color showing. All right, 3 more left to cut. 3 more strips, I think. That's what I'm talking about. Hopefully you guys got to catch my random long arming live yesterday. I had fun with that. I always have fun when I'm long arm quilting. People have asked what's my favorite step of the quilting. I think my favorite step is the quilting. I like all the steps, but I think my favorite is the quilting. The fastest step is actually binding. And I like the choosing the fabric step too. I like all steps. I like chopping it up. Everyone always says, you know, it's so pretty, I don't want to chop it up. So it's been sitting on the shelf forever. That's not me. I don't mind chopping up beautiful fabric because I'm going to create something beautiful from it. Now, there are some fabrics, it's hard to chop them up because honestly, the prints are big and you don't want to like make a jelly roll out of it, you know? It makes it hard to see what those bigger prints are.
The long arm videos actually did a little bit better than Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Yeah, the long arm video from yesterday is actually doing a little bit better than my Breakfast at Tiffany's episode where I finished the gnomes.
Yeah, nobody wanted to watch the gnomes being done.
Yeah, it's weird. Long arm videos usually go. They're the worst. So I'm glad that you guys are watching it. Okay, here we go. Now that's all cut. I'm going to cut this. And I doubt that this is going to be straight, but we're going to attempt it. It looks like it's laying on top of each itself pretty good. So I'm going to straighten up one side. This is going to be hard because I'm sitting, not standing. I shall stand for 2 seconds. I'm going to cut half right there. Okay, straight. Let's see, how big of sashing do I want? If these are 5 1/4, let's do the sashing 2 1/4. No, 2, 2.5 doesn't land half. We're gonna go half, 1, 2, 3, half. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And we're gonna hope that this lands the whole way. It's not the same size. We're gonna look and see. It's about 2 1/2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. 2 5/8. Aha, look at that. When I folded the yardage, I folded it on top of itself. So hopefully the whole thing is on top of itself properly. Sometimes it makes its way and moves around. All right, this should be not enough. How many am I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 6. 7 and 1 more. We'll do 8 cuts first. And we'll move it out of the way. All right, since these are oddball sized and they're not going to all be exact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my strip and I'm going to place one of these right sides together on one of these, and I'm literally going to add to this like that. And we're going to just put sashing on every single one of these. Because even if it lands at the end, well, no, we have to stop it at the end. Yeah, so we'll do all but like 6 maybe? 6. Let's count these. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So that's 30. What makes 36 times 5?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we'll do 5 across, 6 down. So 6 of them won't get anything. And guess what? They're just going to be random because I'm going to have all my letters all over the place.
What quilt design would you recommend for an economy block quilt?
Economy block quilt? I don't know what an economy block is off the top of my head. 3. I'd have to see. 4, 5, and 6. All right, the rest get sashing on the side.
You don't know what you're going to quilt on anything.
Yeah, I don't know what I quilt on anything until I load it on the long arm and start quilting. I'm very indecisive about quilting. Okay, good. Making sure that's all right. So I'm just gonna pop these on and get as many as I can per thing, and then I'll cut them apart.
It's a square in a square.
It's a square in a square. Oh, I don't know how I would quilt it. I would just quilt all sorts of stuff. Hopefully everybody's having and still having a wonderful weekend. My friend Diane cooked for Scott and I and made ham and taters and biscuits and vegetables and deviled eggs. She spoiled us. Spoiled.
And spoiled us good.
And Scott has leftovers, which is even better because, you know, he has to have leftovers. Come on. There we go. It flew away. You know what I could do is cornerstones from that other fabric. I wonder if I'll get enough. I'll have to count how many I need. Because I made these just a little on the wider side. Sashing. Hoping that I'm putting all these right side. I feel like some of them are upside down. Another one. This is what happens when you just kind of make things up and go with it. It's one of my favorite things to do. Just make things up. And hope that it turns out cute. Any questions or anything? I feel like I'm just boring right now.
We were just talking about where your seam guide was.
Oh, yeah.
We found it.
We found my seam guide. It was in this little tray on the side, and somehow, even though I measured the quilt on the wall, somehow it was stuck to this. It was magnetized to it because there's, you know, a little piece of metal in there. But I picked it up, used it, set it back down, and it was stuck to this. So I don't know if it was on it or not because my brain don't remember that. But yeah, it was weird. We looked all over the place, and then so I decided to dump out everything in the bowl, and there it was, stuck to the measuring tape. Which is very odd. No. Come on. Don't forget, I reminded you guys yesterday, but we are having a sale on everything that is in my Etsy shop. If you email it, you're not going to see the prices, the sale prices on there. We don't want to have to go change all the ads and all that stuff for that. So if you are interested in something on Etsy and you subscribe to my channel, not only do you get the 10% off, but you're going to get, what did you say it was? 20 to 30% more off, depending on the quilt. So you'll get a bunch of percentage off.
So if it's a $400 quilt,
So,
you're gonna at least get $80 off. You'll get it for $300.
If it's a $400 quilt, then it'll be like $300 by the time you
free shipping
are done, and it's going to be free shipping in the U.S.
Can you have to email us to get the price from us?
But you have to email us for the price. Can you turn the iron on?
Yeah. Am I ironing?
Yeah. I'm just going to toss them to you.
Okay.
Just press towards the sashing.
Where's the iron thing?
Over there. I move it out of the way when I do big stuff.
Okay.
And it's all, make sure they're all on the...
All on the what?
One side of the letter, all on, so it looks like apparently they're all on that side. So make sure they're all on that same side because I'm not paying attention.
A W, not an M? Okay.
Yes.
We just have 2 M's.
Because I wasn't paying attention which way I was laying them on the sashing. Normally I would pay attention to that kind of stuff, but my brain is not functioning at 100%. I don't even think it's functioning at 15%. It's... I'm going to change the blade while I wait for him to iron once I'm done cutting all these apart.
Oh, these are cute. Every bunny is different.
Yep, they're all different.
I didn't realize that till now.
Yep, every bunny is different.
Every bunny everywhere. Thumper watches our bunnies.
Yeah, when we feed the bunnies, Thumper's usually out at the sliding door watching them. All right, I'm going to change my blade real quick because I keep saying I'm going to do it. Hold on, which way is which? This way. Okay. Ew. That's so filthy.
What's the name of your Etsy shop?
My Etsy shop is Groff Quilting, or there's a link popping up in the chat. Okay, that's the old one. Oh, Susan! She says she hasn't been around for a while, so she doesn't know if my dream quilt is coming along. She would gladly pay to see it tonight. It's not done yet. It's I'm looking for something and my brain is not. I need one of my little shingamabobbers. I'm looking for the little things that I clean my rotary cutter with.
Oh, I don't know what you mean.
Those little tiny pink things.
They're not out at the long run, are they?
No. You know, I probably should clean all this crud up eventually. All right, we're just going to use a
Do you have it over here?
brush. No, not that I can see. No, I'm just going to use a brush onto the floor. Oh, that's so gross.
Oh, honey, it's got to be right here.
Oh, shoot.
You got a bunch of little brushes here, but these aren't it.
That's okay. This actually works better, honestly.
Okay.
That back where it goes. Put this in the hole that's broken anyway because they don't stay nice. Slide a new blade in here. Oh, I should have cleaned that too. That would have been smart. Let's hope that I can only grab one blade and not two. You know how hard it is to do it when they're stacked up? To just grab one without slicing a finger open. Why? Oh, why do they have to put the oil?
Do you need a hand?
I can't get one single blade.
Put two in that sucker. Get an extra cut.
They won't even slide. I'm gonna have to play with that later because it's not coming undone, and I don't want any of us to cut ourselves. I'm gonna do that with something else off camera. I have single blades. See, one blade right here.
Oh, I thought it would slide.
Nope, they're not sliding. They're stuck. I'm just gonna use this single blade, and you can use Olfa cutters and Martelli cutters just in case you were curious.
It's sticky. Now, one lady said put a pin in between. That might work.
Yeah, I'll do it later when I put my glasses on to see because everything's blurry right now. Okay. All right. That should be good. Nice, fresh, brand new blade. I saved these to put old blades in. And now I have oily fingers. Nope, I'm going to hand sanitize. All right. There we go. This away. That was a struggle, huh? I probably should have done that off camera, but you know, I didn't think anything of it till I get live streaming. Like, shoot, I should have changed the blade. I always do that every single video. All right, I need to see how many I need. So let's put these on the wall, and they're going to go in no specific order. Why? Because I don't care. We're going to play, whoever wins this can play the where is the letter N? Where is the letter H with their child? It actually helps them learn if it's out of order. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 across by 6 down. I'm gonna put this here. I got to count how many cornerstones I need. That's the only reason why I'm putting them up. My brain is not working at 100%, or else I'd be able to count without. So I'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 5. I'd need 25 cornerstones. See, I can do it like that. I just had to lay it there and my brain will see it. I don't think I will get 25 out of this. Nope, that's definitely not enough to get 25 of these. So what I'm going to do is we are going to mix this up even more. These are random sizes. 2 something. That's not going to work. Not going to work. I will be right back. I'm going to take this with me and find something this color.
Can your Martelli use Alpha blades?
Yes, my Martelli now has an Alpha blade in it. I can hear questions. I'm just over in my fabric room grabbing a hopefully vintage fabric from my vintage fabrics that's about this color. We're going to add some color to this from my vintage pile because it's a vintage quilt. So why not? I mean, does that match?
I think so.
Looks good, right? Little flowers?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
I think so.
So now we need squares that are, this was a random size that we cut. It was 2 and something, 5/8 or something, but you know how I'll measure? I will just lay this on here after I straighten out the edge, which is not that bad. Oh, look at that. Beautiful cutting. What a difference changing the blade makes. I'm literally going to lay this piece on here and I'm going to cut 3 strips because I don't, this is not a full yardage piece. This is a scrap cut. There's 1. Because I need 25, so we just want to make sure.
6, don't you need more corner squares?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, maybe 6, huh? I'll cut a bunch of strips. How about that? And then we'll just lay the whole thing out. I mean, Whoever said I needed to know my math when I can just lay something out and make it work? I'm not me right now. I don't feel it. Because I cut a bunch of these strips. Plus, I'm going to go all the way around it with that before adding the thing. So I'll be cutting more. All right. Set that to the side. And we're going to cut some squares. Just going to stack this on top of each other. We're going to lay the whole thing out without the bottom and top sashing. Yeah, this isn't full length yardage. It's the only reason why I'm just kind of guessing here. I was bolting up scraps in the beginning. So this stuff's been on a bolt thing forever and a day. All right, how big is this?
Is that sashing?
These are going to be for the cornerstones. I'm literally just going to do this because why not? It's not a number that I'm normally cutting. There. There. And right here. Straight. Bam. Okay. I'm really out there today with this stuff. Oh, that's not even enough space anyway. Put that down some. So, oh, that'll be cute. Come down further, down further. This wall is very sticky. Everything sticks really nicely to it. And all it is cotton batting. This will be cute. I'm liking it already. And all it is fabric that is sitting on my shelves forever. And Scott says, you need to use this stuff up. So we are using it up. I mean, it's true. I do need to use it up. How do I add cornerstones to sashing? Well, I'm going to add them to the pieces. Oops, let's put one right here. And then let's see what size that is, and we'll cut a bunch to it. Because, you know, again, I'm all over the place today. Let's fold. That's the squares. Slide that over. And let's see what this measurement is now, because it's an odd measurement. And I can't even read a ruler. 8 3/4. All right, 8 3/4 it is. So I'm literally going to come over 8 3/4 if I can get that to lay nice right there. And then these, oh, that's not going to work. What did I do? That's not 8 3/4. That's the size of the block. Brain, because the sashing is going to get added to it. This was how big again? Minus that 1/4 inch seam. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and a half. 5 and a half. That's what it is. Who, what? What'd you say? 5 and a half. Okay, that was a waste, but whatever. These will now go like this. So I'm going to cut 5 and a half inch segments off of here. Oh, thank you, Wendy. You guys are just too kind today for bacon. You know what I had for breakfast? Like 12 pieces of bacon with some egg. I really did. I had a lot of bacon today.
Well, tell them since they're asking that the exclamation bacon gives
Yeah,
a link to how to
explanation
donate.
bacon gives a link to where you can donate to.
Like, we
You know,
get
that
more
way
of the money.
you don't have to do it on here and YouTube won't take all of it. Well, most of it, 30% of it. All right, so that's what I'm going to do. Now I'm going to hook the cornerstones, okay, to each of these 5.5-inch pieces, which I'm going to finish cutting, and then we'll sew a bunch of those and then attach them to these, and then technically we're just putting blocks together. So I'm going to go ahead now and cut these strips that I have already cut. I'm just going to open them up and cut them into 5.5-inch pieces, because that's where I said I needed to be. It was 5.5. So I should get plenty from all of this, but we'll make sure. Can you do me a favor with the iron? Just give this whole stack a flat press right here. Get rid of that fold.
Plug that in.
Well, while he's doing that, I will show you what I mean by sewing them the blocks. So each one of these is going to hook to one of these. So I will attach this to the sashing. Yes, thank you. Like this. Then I will press it towards the sashing part, not the cornerstone. Then I'm going to align it on the bottom right here. Nest this lovely seam. They're in opposite directions. Line it up and sew it on and build all the blocks. And then I'll have to give them a final trim because it, you know, my cuts are not accurate today. But I will finger press that like this so that you can see I'm building the blocks like this. Normally I build them to the right, but I did everything to the left today, which is weird. So that means my right side will get the final sashing cornerstones. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and cut this whole stack into 5.5-inch. And since it's a fresh blade, I can go through all these layers. I think there's 8 layers here, more than 8 layers. 5.5. 5.5. Open this up. Cut 5.5. And I may have to cut just a little bit more for the sides, obviously, when I add the sides, because the side of this side is longer than this. So I'll have to cut a few more of those strips for the side sashing. But the top and the bottom will all be the 5.5-inch pieces. All right. Can you press those flat? Thank you. All right, so I'm going to attach all these to these first, and then we'll attach them all to the blocks. So that's what I'm going to do. Which ones did you just press? These? Yeah, they feel warm, yes.
If they're warm, then yes.
All right, so I'm just going to run 25 through. 24 through. That's what I'm running through. Something like that. I can't count. I can't do anything. I feel useless today. And then I'll send these all over to Scott to press real quick. I probably should do it while I'm sewing. Give him a stack of them. And have them press all towards the blue checkered. Here, just so you can get started. I don't even know how many I'm at. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Thanking her for the card. One sent you the card?
Yeah.
Oh, am I cutting this?
Uh-huh.
Okay, well.
You have your own snips over there.
I want the purple thing.
Oh, okay. Here's the purple thing.
I want the purple thing.
10,
You
11.
ain't using it, is you?
This is 12. No, I'm not using it.
Okay. Am I ironing these to pink or the blue?
To the blue. 13. Oh, come on.
To the blue? Are you sure?
Yes.
Easier to do to the pink.
Yep, maybe easier, but it doesn't press that way when I have. Then I'll have to turn all the seams when I sew them. Where was I? Every time I'm not, I don't know about you guys, but anytime I'm talking to someone or something, if I'm counting, I have no idea what number I'm at. If someone starts talking to me, I lose count and have to start over. I'm at 16. But yeah, I don't know why I can't count, and that's the only thing I can do. I could probably sing while someone talks to me, or say the alphabet while someone talks to me and know what letter I'm on, but numbers, I just can't do it. I don't know what it is.
You have a migraine today.
Huh?
You have a migraine.
I have a migraine. That could be it, yes. I took my medicine too, and it didn't work. Scott rubbed my neck and my scalp to help. I don't know if you guys know this, but also a carotid massage can also help get more blood flow to the brain to help ease with headaches. I mean, it doesn't always work. It's not a true thing. I mean, it helps, but it's not whatever. So the massaging of the neck right here, it helps.
Okay, what's next?
And then I think 2 more of these. And then I think I need to cut more because I need to do the top and the bottom. But let me at least get all the blocks made first. All right, so now that he's pressed some of these for me, I'm going to move these out of the way. Grab the blocks and sew these on. I'm just going to nest that seam and start on that side because, again, my pieces are bigger because everything was cut funky. And I can trim every single one of these now to the same size. because they're all going to be wonky, like super wonky. Because it wasn't like a true number when I cut the original blue checkers into the 2 5/8. Like, seems like some were bigger and some were smaller because the fabric squares aren't exact. Like the checkers, they're there, they're good, but I think the splitting didn't happen exact. Actually, all I have to do is make the bottom, because technically I'm making the top right now on all of these. Ooh, making intertwined. That's a fun one. Oh, I'm out of these, so I have to wait.
Out of them? Where? I don't have one left.
No, there's 2 right there.
Oh, okay.
I gotta pull all the ones off the wall too that need to be sewn. Which I probably should do real quick. Oh yeah, I gotta sew all these as well. And this will be the needs to be pressed pile. Thank you.
Just one?
Yeah, momentarily. Because I don't know how many more I'm gonna need. Oh, I mean, here's these for you. There's more than just one. There's that. I just didn't separate them yet. I thought you were talking about the other piece. Sorry.
I have no idea what you're saying.
I have no idea what I'm talking about either. Whoa. It's bad. Normally I function really good with migraine, but I guess today I don't. That's not from that.
Remember Kmart? Long ago, store there. Grandkids, way back when in the day, we had this store called Kmart.
Right.
No more. Done ran away.
I think this is the sloppiest I've pieced something in a while. I'm going to trim them all, so. And all my seams should nest. I just usually have like a good number, but these were like really off. I tried. I really tried. It'll look fine. And however it comes out, it's going to be free, so it really don't matter.
Becca's on you.
Hi, Becca. I was on her live not last night, on Friday night. Whoa, crazy people, crazy people. I wished I was there with my friends to be part of the crazy people bunch. If you guys haven't found my friend Becca's channel, you need to do so now. Just type in explanation Becca and it should come up. And go check out her channel. You want someone who's silly like me? There she is. All right, so I need to make 2 more of these. 1 and 2.
And a 3 and a 4.
Hey, don't mess me up. And then I'll need to make more because I need to go on the bottom, and then the side ones are going to be longer. So it means I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these for 5 across because I'm doing 6 down, which is a different size. So 2, 3, 4. Ian's here too. If you guys don't know, my friend Ian, Off Kilter Crafter Ian, the guy who falls all the time.
He falls all the time?
Yeah, he's a little off kilter.
Oh.
You guys need to go check out his channel. I think it's explanation Ian.
I already put it
2
in.
and 5. Just click on the link to go check their channels out. I'm pretty sure you're going to like what you see if you're watching me and you've never seen them before. They are a hoot. And Ian lives in the same city as Becca, so he can go to her house at any time. And they just have so much fun when he shows up, especially on her Friday night live streams, because Friday night he showed up wearing a goggly thing with a whatever on his head and an awesome rainbow sweater that I totally loved. It's like wasn't rainbow shaped, but the colors of the rainbow were there, like tie-dye.
Why do I have 2 of these?
Because I needed a few more.
Okay,
and here's some more.
There's those 2.
And then one of these will get
crazy. I'm doing these.
One of these on the end, which is this one. That means I need to cut some more. Ooh, actually, we'll save that off so that I could cut some more.
It's a rainbow lab coat.
Yeah, rainbow lab coat. It was awesome. I needed it in my life. And then when you put the 3 of us together when we're actually in person, it's even more crazy. Which, if you didn't know already, we'll be in person when I go to QuiltCon in 2026 in February. I will be flying to Virginia, staying at Becca's for a few weeks, and I'll get to see Ian because he's there, so I'll be able to hop over to his house. And well, I'll have to have Becca take me because I won't have a car, but you know.
Well, Ian can come pick you up.
Or Ian can pick me up. Yeah, true. I mean, he has a car. And if it's not actually too far, because I don't think it's too far, I could probably walk. It might kill me, but I can do it.
That's not a good idea.
That's not a good idea.
That's not a good idea. You can't walk our cul-de-sac with your husband. So
I can't walk a cul-de-sac. I could barely do stairs again. It's that bad. Oh, these need to be pressed. All that whole pile. And I need to cut 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. 1, 2. I just did those 5. So I need 6 of these. I need 6 of these, and then I need the length, the original length, off of 2 more of these strips. That's what I need. So I'm gonna just lay this here and see how big it was. It's that big, so I went to the halfway point right there. Oh, it's off. It's starting to go funky. All right, we'll just cut the width of this strip because it's not straight anymore. It has gone awry. That's not my fault. It's the fabric's fault.
Going awry, huh?
Yeah. But that's okay. I'm just going to use a previous piece as my guide. Nice and straight. It looks pretty straight from there. Okay. So now these need to be whatever size the original block is, which would be, I put them on the left side. So this time these have to go on the right side. So I just need to, yeah, this side. Just need to attach them to this side on all of these blocks. I know you're probably confused at what I'm doing because I'm building things backwards. I really am. I'm having fun. That's all that matters. It's probably going to come out all wrong. I've probably messed it all up. But you never know. It might also come out correctly.
I could give you $5.
To what?
Fly you to Virginia fund.
Let's start the Fly Me to Virginia fund. And you know what's funny, Becca, is I was actually thinking today, earlier today, I was like, I'm going to be going to Virginia. You know, I probably should buy my tickets now while they're super cheap instead of waiting till the last minute when they're super expensive.
Your husband agrees with that.
So I need to look on the calendar, find the QuiltCon dates and all that kind of stuff so that I can pre-purchase my lovely tickets to fly.
Where do you want this pile?
Just stick it right there. Thank
Okay,
you.
what's next? This pile?
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to get together with you to find out. I mean, it probably doesn't even matter when I come to your house because you're like, I don't care. You're coming. That's all that matters, right? Exactly.
You're gonna leave me and poor Thumper alone again?
Yep, I'm going to leave you and Thumpy alone for 2 weeks in February of next year.
We go crazy without Mama here.
Yeah.
We don't know what to do without Mama.
That's okay. We can find other things we can do in the future that won't leave you alone. When QuiltCon is in Phoenix again, honestly, you should just go with me next time. You would have so much fun with us. You'd be laughing so hard.
Okay, well, now everybody, you're just going to have to look at the phone. I can't thank all these people since you're not letting me type.
Oh, Lady Fair, thank you. Becky, thank you. You guys don't have to do that. That's too kind.
Oh, Ian gave you $10 too.
Ian! I know, I can't wait to see you guys. It's going to be so cool because this time you'll be around the whole entire time instead of having to leave a week early than I did. You know what I mean? We'll get more time to spend together. Last time I was in Virginia, Becca and I drove down to North Carolina to QuiltCon, and then Ian flew in and we picked him up, and then he came and stayed at Becca's for a few days, and then we had to take him to the airport. And then I had my extra few days without him there.
Are all these ready?
Yes,
Them
those.
on the
Yes,
floor?
that way these could get sewn onto the opposite side.
Are
All right.
Getting ironed a certain direction?
Yeah, always towards the blue checker. All right, I'm going to trim all these, but I think I'm going to stand now because I've been sitting too long. And don't mind me, I don't match today. See, my Lullaroo leggings don't match my purple shirt, but I'm totally wearing it. You know? This is not going to work for me.
What the world's a Lullaroo?
That's the name of the leggings.
More people are giving you money.
Oh, you guys don't have to do that. We got Lois. Thank you. Melena, Donna. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I feel so loved. I feel so loved all the time with you guys. You guys are the best audience ever. Fans or pupils that I know in person, you know, like a little bit of everything. Because I've met a lot of you too. A lot of you I met in North Carolina, and then I met some more in Phoenix, and I've met some who've, you know, in California. I mean, I've met you guys all over.
Okay, Shelly gave me money now.
Shelly, thank you. Barbara, you guys are going crazy there. You don't have to do that. You know we have donate buttons.
Yeah, this is getting too much.
Becca started something.
Stop now. Getting too much. Getting too much.
I think what I'm going to just do is stop using this ruler because it doesn't let me move the fabric. I just need all the blocks to be that size, which is whatever size I'm trimming this end piece to. I'm literally only trimming the cornerstone. I'll have to go through after the live stream and read all the things that you guys have said.
Okay, no,
when my head doesn't hurt. Huh? Oh, Mary! Well, there's my ticket. You guys already paid for it. You can stop now. Thank you, thank you. That is enough. I will go through and read all that stuff later. Not right now, though, because my head hurts and I'm struggling getting all this trimmed. I'm just hoping what I'm trimming is a good size and works out. And this blade is super duper sharp.
What's next, Iron?
Nothing at the moment.
Whoa, am I caught up?
Yeah, just.
Hey, I'm trying to get rid of your trash here.
I have to sew these. No, I don't sew those on just yet. Gwen! Aww. I could see the names from here because they're a little bit bigger than the sayings, but I can't see the sayings. Okay, that's the trimmed pile. This is the not trimmed pile. And then we're going to lay these out because I'm at that point where I just want to lay them out. It's not like I'm trimming much. It's just I made the cornerstones a little funky sized because I cut them from the size of the other piece. So they're not perfect. They were a little on the wonky side because I was guessing that last number because they are a different size than the rest of the piece. And you can do this with any project. You can build on it and then just trim it to size. It's always best to make it bigger than it needs to be and then just trim to the size it needs to be in the end. And it should all still work out, hopefully, because this is all the same size. It's just the pink part isn't. Who? Gina. Aw, thank you, Gina. Happy Easter, everybody. Thank you so much. I will definitely be having a lot of fun now that I am going to remember to buy my ticket to fly. I pretty much reminded myself today. I just need to look at the calendar for my time to fly. And don't forget, if you guys are in North Carolina next year for QuiltCon, or if you want to schedule to go to meet Becca, Ian, and I, because we will all be there. And Mary will be there too with us because. Susan, thank you. Again?
I think she already did.
Is that the same one?
I think so.
I love you guys. I love you all. Oh, this one's way off. See what I mean? This is what I'm trimming off right here. I made these so that some of them are kind of big because I wasn't cutting them accurately. So it's sticking out just a little bit. So I just have to cut that off. Sometimes it's on the top, sometimes it's on both top and bottom. But so far it's just been on the one side, a little bit on the bottom. I just got to remember what blocks were the, oh, they're over there. And look at that. Almost done. One more. This funny alphabet quilt. Okay, let's lay this out now. I'll just move that out of my way. Okay, we're going to do 5 across by 6 down. And again, I'm not putting the letters in order. I might even spell something, you know? Probably not, but you know. I'm just putting them random because... Wait a second. Why is he up there?
Why is what?
He's up here and this one's down here. I pieced it on the top, not the bottom.
Whoopsie. Is there any more like that?
Is there any more like this? We'll see. Hold on. Let's set that aside. That one's on the top. Hoi, yo, yo. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Kathy gave me money.
Thank you, Kathy. There's 5. All right, let's hope all the rest are, and then... No, that outside was supposed to be 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1.
Look is working.
No, because here's the 5th one right here. I just have to do the... No, I did it. I must... This is what happens when you work with a headache.
Let's just look and see if all of them are
Hold
down.
on.
And then all you have to do is rip the bottom off and move it.
Yep.
We can fix it, honey. We can fix it.
I can fix it. That's right.
All the rest
That
of
means these go on not that side either. That means I sewed these all on the wrong side.
Hold on. So far, they're all on the bottom.
You mean on the top?
Huh?
On the top?
No, this one's on the top. These are on the bottom. 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 I'm looking where the bunny is. This one, the bunny's on the top.
I probably should start this mess with a quotation and end it with a quotation. Wherever the other quotation
It's
is.
the only one. Okay?
Okay.
It's
It's
not
the
a bad
only
problem.
one I did wrong. Let's just try to make something cute. But I still got to fix the other guys too because they're on the wrong side. Or just add another sashing and whatever. Like it's already there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know where those other quotation marks are. But this is fun. The kid can just be like, hey, where is B? There's B. Where is M? Way up here is M. Smart, right? Turn a quilt into a game. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I really messed this up. Here's one right here. Okay. The 6th row is just going to be on. Okay, I get what I was doing now. That's backwards. I got to fix that. I know what I was doing. Okay. Get my brain back together. These technically, let me fix this. I know what I did wrong. Whoa, there's a chair. Seam ripper. Move those out of the way.
So that one bunny's the only one who's off? You could
Yeah,
just throw him in there as he is.
I'm
He
not
can
throw
just
it.
be an off one.
No, I don't want it off.
Oh, okay.
I want it lined up. This is vintage fabric. It might not rip so well. Oh, I don't want to rip the fabric. Ooh, yeah, don't rip. Thank you. Let's see if I can get that to go now. All right, that's not working. It's ripping the fabric.
That's why I said just leave him as he is.
I'm not leaving it. I can't do it.
While you're doing that,
Okay.
I'll bring him up here so they can see this because the lighting is not good.
He's gonna move the camera up there so you guys can see this. Because the lighting today is off. We have the big lights off because of my head. And even the little light isn't helping me any.
See our bunnies.
Okay. That needs to be pressed, and then I need to make one more with
Will
this.
you be adding a border to this?
Will I add a border to this? Yeah, I have a border print that goes with it. Okay, hold on. These were all on the wrong side.
These two fabrics are going in it still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Teresa gave you $10. Teresa LaFrere.
Thank you, Teresa. They're not on the wrong side. I just need another one on each side. How's that for me messing up? Okay. Let me make sure.
That quick, huh? Give me a second. I can do it.
No, they are on the wrong side. Need one more. How many do I have left? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. If this was here, but obviously it's upside down. You know, see the F's going to be upside down for a second. That means there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Each one of these needs a sashing on the inside. This is going to be for the bottom. Yes. Okay, so these are the bottom ones. These go here. There. And there. This one needs the inside. That's not that size. Nope. I need just a few of them. Let me just grab this for a second so that I can make sure I'm doing it right. And I'll cut off the excess. That way I can see how many more pieces I actually need. And I'll just have to piece this piece long. With its final cornerstone on it. So I'm going to put the final cornerstone on this piece. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 of these squares right here.
F needs sashing on the bottom.
Yep, it's getting it right now. 1, 2, 3. 4, and one more. This makes 5. Okay. There's all my pieces. I'm going to add one to this end right here. And then I got to cut some of that blue for the other sides of those pieces. And then this is what's going to look like.
Hey, I can iron.
I know, but you're not as fast as me right now.
No.
I'm going to nest these seams up. Oh, look at that.
Okay,
Perfection.
so you got it on the right side this time.
Yep, it's on the bottom. Yeah. No. Nope. Stop. Hold on.
Check it twice. Go once.
No. Yes. And then the bottom, we just have to make this same unit again. Whew. Have you guys ever seen me this misplaced on a live stream? Woohoo! Wow.
It's okay, honey.
It's bad. I have no idea what is going on here.
It's okay. You gotta roll with it.
I gotta roll with the punches. Okay. So make that the size it's supposed to be. And then I'm going to insert down here like this. And then I just need to put my end pieces now on these. So just need that many more pieces. 1 strip should do. And then I'll add a cornerstone. Okay, this should be right now. I should be accurate at this point. Okay. I just sewed that upside down because stuff happens. Okay, let's unpick that and put it on the correct side of the fabric. Take a deep breath. You got this. We'll just keep that seam ripper handy. This way. This way. I hope I'm not messing this up even more because my brain can only handle so much today. All right. Let's split these apart. And then I'm going to press them. Probably going to have to do some weird piecing to get those cornerstones in there. But that's okay. I will figure it out. Okay. No, I got it. You're in type mode. So we're going to do afterthought piecing of the cornerstones. So this will go here. I need the long cornerstone piece. And this will be here. And then I need the long with 2 cornerstones. We're going to count this. I probably meant this to go a totally different direction, but oh, my end quote should have been, where's the last one? Is that it? Oh, it's over here still.
I was gonna say, you got one right there.
End quote is last. Oh man, end quote already has, oh, I messed it up already. Doesn't have one on this side because that's already built on. Just gonna rip it.
Ooh, look at the muscles. Girl, you just gone tearing that fabric.
Okay, there we go. So now I just need a long piece with a cornerstone, 2 cornerstones and a piece. Okay, and that was 5.5 inches. All right. Let's repress this piece because we're going to use it.
You know, you got 6 sideways and 5 down.
Yep, I just realized it. That's okay. I'm not changing anything. Well, actually I can. Hold on. No, because I sewed that on that side already. Well, you know, my border fabric is directional, so I can just make my top and bottom border big. And my sides small.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna cut some 1, 2, oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 5.5 inch pieces. Can I get 7 out of all this? No, I cannot. 1 more darn strip. We're gonna make this work. I did it totally wrong. See, I knew I was messing up, my friends. Whatever's left over though is gonna go on the back because, you know, that's just what I'm gonna do with it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this into 5.5 inch segments. And I said I needed 7 of them. We're gonna make this work. 1, 2, so there's just enough. 1 here, here, there, there, oh, am I 2 off? 1 off. I'm 1 off. Oops. There. And 1 more for that bottom. Right there. Okay. Now for the last of the squares, which are right here. We're going to cut some more anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need 12. So 4. I'm just going to like do this. I cut them oversized because I really don't care. I'm going to trim it all down when I put those pieces on there. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 1, 2, 3. One more piece. Okay. I'm going to sew all those pieces and then insert them where they go. And then sew them on. And I'm going to do that while standing, because standing is feeling much better than sitting on my booty. All right. So this is going to be one solid piece. Put this together, attach it. I need a foot pedal though. Yep, I totally messed this up, but we're going to make it work.
Have you ever made skull caps or chemo caps?
I have never not made skull caps or chemo caps. Nope. So this will get attached to here. So I'm going to attach this and then trim those sides, because remember I just overcut them to a big size. So they're probably bigger by 1/4 of an inch or so. That was just me guessing. All right, let me press this. Close that brand new blade before I hurt myself. Cut the sides. Nice and straight. So that goes like this. Now we need to build this one onto the D. So instead of doing like long strips of sashing, I'm just building the blocks. I've done this in really old videos. I've showed how to do this. I haven't updated a video in a while, you know, for stuff like this. But my brain works better, not with a migraine. So whenever I get a chance to make a quilt that with sashing this way, I'll show you guys how, because then you can just sit and build all the blocks with the sashing already on them, and then you hook them together like blocks. And the cool part about doing it that way is instead of making one long row of sashing, you don't have to worry about anything not matching, because it's going to match, since this is a block with its built-on sashing, if that makes any sense. Then you don't get anything out of order, which is good, because a lot of us, as like today, things happen and we mess things up.
What is your Venmo?
My Venmo is under Explanation Bacon.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Oh, and then we're out of thread in the bobbin. Just need the right color. Not that color. That color. Let's put that seam ripper away. We don't want to have to use it again. Okay. Oh, that one's already built onto that. So this one just gets the one side. I'm going to have to figure that part out. And then this one hooks to this one. Because that's attached to that. So this goes on the opposite side. Hoping I'm getting this correct. And then this one will be the single with one side. Okay. I'm going to press these and then put them where I think they're supposed to go.
You sure you don't want me to iron?
I got it.
I done got fired.
He's like, I done got fired from the ironing. But since I'm standing, it's easier for me to just come over to the iron.
Elbow hurting?
Yeah, I'm hurting. I'm hurting. All right, this one's going to go on there because that's already on that. So this gets attached to this. And then we'll trim it to size on sides. Nesting those seams. Okay. Trim it and then put it back on the wall. All right, then the next one is on top of this one is a double. Oh wow, that side's like, doesn't even need trimmed.
Section?
That one came out correctly. All right, now because this was messed up, this one only gets that 2 on the top. I think because I sewed everything on the wrong side is what messed me up with the supposed to be 5 across by 6 down. I think that's what my brain messed, how it messed everything up.
Take the road you just made and put it on top. Would that work?
The side, you mean? Well, no, because I sewed some of them, like that one has extra pieces in the wrong spot. Like this one already has everything sewn on it as a double.
You still need the bottom on them.
Yeah, that's what these are. So it'll be hooking this on here. Oh, wait, we don't know what size that's going to be though. So how about we hook this on here first. Somebody's come to say hi.
He just wants to steal Daddy's chair, don't he?
Yep, he wants to steal your chair.
Comes in here, steal Daddy's chair. Mama, what are all these bunnies doing on the wall? There's no kitties on the wall. These are all bunnies. There's no kitties on the wall.
Well, if you were out in the wild, you'd be chasing after them. All right, now let's hook this to this. And then this go right there. So now all I have to do is hook it together like rows. Okay, so this, and that is all one row. So I just put them in together as a row, and then this is all a row, 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 and row. So I am going to bypass sewing those because my head really hurts, and we're going to cut these border pieces. I don't know how big they need to be, but we're going to just give it a general cut since it's directional fabric anyway. We're going to go two strips this way. Yeah, first. So we want the top and bottom to be bigger than the sides. So I'm literally going to cut this out right here. This carrot, I think, is like the half point. I don't need anything right now. And this is going to get their heads chopped off, but that's okay. Line it up on a line. Make better cuts with a better cut ruler. I didn't really cut it too bad. We're going to cut off the top of the heads and go with 14 and a half. That works. It's not going to matter. You can still see the bunnies. So this is 14 and a half inches. So what I'll be doing, obviously I'm going to lose my seam allowances. I may have to add, we'll have a giant piece up here, and we'll add a little bit on one side of it. Yeah, there's plenty of this. Let me cut another one. That's what did I say, 14 and a half?
Yeah.
I'm going to straighten one edge. Technically, I don't even have to do 14 and a half. I could just do half of that and make it smaller, huh? Probably could. That's what I'm going to do. That way I'm not wasting too much. I still need two strips either way, because I'm going to need that extra strip for the sides. Let's cut this in half. That will go on the top and bottom instead of it being double like that. We'll just miss some heads. Half of 14 and a half is 7, and 7 is 14, right? So 14 and a half would be 7 and a half, right? Or 7 and a quarter.
Say this again.
Half of 14 and a half is 7 and a quarter,
Yes.
right? Yeah. 7 1/4. Seven and 1/4. That's better. All right, so I'll cut 7 1/4 more. See, I'm figuring this out as I go. Seven and 1/4. I don't know how long it's going to need to be, but we're going to make it work. Just going to show you guys a general idea of what it's going to look like. I'm going to go ahead, cut the selvage off, and then sew these. I'm going to cut this off right here. And And this now will be the top. It's bigger than it needs to be, but for now I'm just laying it up here. And then this one will get the other half of that on it. Right there. So that's the rest of her dress, and it should fit with the carrot that's in its hand. I don't think it's going to be exact, but whatever. Nobody ever said this had to be perfect. Oops. Go on the bottom. And then the two sides will get this strip this way instead for the sides. So I need to go this way with it. I know this seems weird, but it's directional fabric and we want it all to go in the same direction. So I'm going to fold what's left on the selvage right here so that I know that it's straight. And then I'm going to find a spot and make a cut. They're probably going to have bunnies landing wherever. But on the sides, I think I'm just going to go with, I have how much hanging on both sides? I think I'm going to go with 3 and, let's see. Let's get a general estimate. I'm going to lose seam allowances. I'm going to lose 5 inches. We'll cut 5 inches for both sides. I think that will be plenty. So we're going to have to cut 1, 2, 3 strips, I think, at 5 inches. Nobody ever said this was going to be perfect, but I'm attempting. That's 5. That's 5. And 5. Yep, let's hook this onto here. I might need one more, just because I'm over measuring right now, but I just want to give you guys the general idea. Oh, it goes this way. Hook these two ends together. Yep, it was just half of that. Okay. Half of this is right here. The other half will go on the other side. Bam! So once I have it all sewn together, this is the general idea of what we're going to have. So this onto this end. The bunny's in the correct direction. So this is what the quilt will be when I sew it all together. I don't really want to sew it together right now, my friends. I'm done for the day. I'm even pulling cords out from places that they're not supposed to even move from. All right. So when I get this all sewn up, I will show you guys at a different time what it looks like. Do you have any questions before I go? Oh, and don't forget, everything in the Etsy shop is on sale. It doesn't say it in the Etsy shop, but if you're interested in something that's in my Etsy shop, send us an email at tiffanysquiltinglife@yahoo.com, and we'll be able to tell you. You already, because you're a subscriber, get 10% off, but these quilts are going to be getting 20 and 30% off depending on the quilt. So you could save up to $100 on just one quilt. So if you're interested, let us know. If your family's interested, let us know.
It's because you got to buy it from us.
Yeah, you got to buy it from us, and that's from Etsy to get this deal, okay? Buy it directly from us. Don't worry about Etsy's prices. Buy from us. Other than that, we don't have anything else going on. Next Sunday, I will show you what this turned out looking like. But at least the top, I don't think I'll get it long arm quilted, but you never know. Huh? And that's it. That's all I got. I'm done. So, any questions come through? No?
Not this second. Come happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter. Oh, here. While I'm here, I'll show you guys what the gnomes turned out looking like. I haven't bound them yet, but they are fully quilted. I'll have Scott turn the light on and I'll just like hold these up. So here is the table runner. Can you see the quilting on that? He's going to move the camera so you guys can see the quilting better.
It's all custom quilting.
So it's all custom quilted. And this is what the quilting looks like that you can't see on the front. I just decided to go overboard with this one. And I like my pearl chain border. And then the table runner, I just got to bind it. And I'm binding that one in the purple and this one in the blue. The outer blue. So this is the table runner. And this one's custom quilted. I meant to do a pearl chain in that emptiness, but I was so tired. I was like, you know what? I'm done. And then this is what it looks like from the back. Yeah, it's easier to see the quilting on the back. Okay. Oh, and then I haven't bound the rose one yet. I just got it trimmed, but if you guys missed yesterday's video, I quilt this quilt in it, and you can see I did a different kind of rose than I usually do. I probably should do this one more often. I've done it before, but, you know. And this is just a cute little lap quilt that I made. Yeah, the ironing board picks up a lot of thread too. Yeah. But I just need to bind these, which I'll do in a couple days. The binding's already made. I just need to actually do it. I have to finish making the tags, but again, today is not my day.
Okay. Any questions?
All right, any questions before I get off of here? I don't even want to clean up. I just want to leave everything. Thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry I'm brainly a mess and I was a little all over the place today, but sometimes that happens and I cannot control that. So, but thank you for sticking through. And thank everybody for your wonderful donations towards next year in 2026 to Virginia. So see you guys next video. Bye.
It just went off and back on and I didn't hit anything.
Just press X.
It said reconnecting and it was circling.
Oh, yeah, it's done.
I think we're on.
Thank you, everybody. Bye.